On the 7th of August 1941, in the city of Calcutta, India, a man died. But his ideologies, philosophies, and works changed the hands of the people who cherish culture, music, literature, and life that has been celebrating and continue to inspire his existence, even until now in many parts of the world, especially in India. A man named Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was the youngest son of Devendranath Tagore and Sarada Devi. At the age of 7, he was sent to school. Rabi largely avoided classrooms and preferred to roam the nearby Balpur, but his brother Hemendranath tutored him mentally and physically. On his 17th, he was sent to England at the London University for formal schooling, but he did not succeed. He went back without completing his studies. At 20, he wrote his first drama opera, where he played the lead role, Valmiki Pratibha. In 1883, he married Mrinalini Devi. Tagore was worried about his children's education, so they moved to Sanitiketan to found an ashram with a marble-floored prayer hall, the Mandir. It was not the typical school. It was an experimental school where groves of trees, gardens, and a library were introduced. Raising a school was difficult. It cost money, and so Rabindranath was forced to sell his belongings, even their wedding ornaments. 2 months after the school was opened, Mrinalini was taken ill. 3 months later, at the age of 29, she died. For it was just the beginning of Rabindranath's tragedies. 9 months later, his second daughter died, and 4 years after, his son Samindranath was a victim of cholera at the age of 13. Tagore took all personal tragedies in his stride and continued to develop Santiniketan as a worldwide hallmark of holistic education. Santiniketan became Vishwa Bharati University in 1921. He was not discouraged by his personal tragedies. Tagore continued to excel as a poet, songwriter, novelist, playwright, educator, philosopher, and humanist all his life. In span of 64 years, Tagore went on to compose almost 2,000 melodies. His songs were adopted as the national anthems of two countries, India and Bangladesh. Tagore's music has inspired popular films and culture for several decades and continues to do so even today. Tagore's reputation as a writer was established in the United States and in England after the publication of Gitanjali about divine and human love. The poems were translated into English by the author himself. It includes an introduction by fellow Nobel Prize winning poet William Butler Yeats. 4 years later, Tagore resigned his knighthood in protest against the massacre of 1,000 innocent civilians by the British rulers in Punjab. The next 10 years of his life filled with his seasonal activities, where he traveled in different countries to ask collectivity for the necessities of his university. Tagore lost consciousness in late 1937. He remained comatose and near death for a time. He never recovered.
তবু মনে রেখো ও তবু মনে রেখো যদি দূরে যাও